Hi guys, welcome on back to the survival project. We're starting off here, just tearing down some more of this island. I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of this in each episode going forward. I just need to try and get as much of it done as possible without getting too bored. This is about another hour's worth of work just shredding it down, and all it's really done is prove to me how poorly optimized 1.14 is. I was getting so many ghost blocks while I was doing this, and the lag that I was hitting was pretty bad as well. I know I was leaving quite a lot of entities on the ground, but I think this was a little bit much for the amount of lag that I was getting, to be totally honest. In the last episode, though, we built up a nice little small house in the woods and sort of finished that area off and made that look really good. Today's episode, I've got quite a bit planned, and we're going to be starting off way over on the other side of the island, just finishing off the first little section, probably expanding the trees a bit. So let's get into that. So here's our little build from the last episode. I really love the way that this one looks, and definitely love that it sort of rounds the area off. I do still need to add the trees in, I've not done that yet, but yeah, it's really tiny. There's not really much we can do with it, but as with all of my builds, they're pretty much there for looks. I've never really been into doing interiors, and I've never really gotten round to doing interiors. It's probably something I should learn how to do, but you know, that'll come eventually. So yeah, what I want to do is crash into them and fly over here. And I want to start rounding off this island a little bit here. I mean, we're probably not going to do all of this today because we've got to sort all of this area out and we've got to bring the cliffs up on all the sides, which is probably where I'm going to be starting. But don't worry, I'm not going to do another time lapse of cliff building in this episode. I'm just going to do it off camera. And yeah, I need to expand this land out a little bit, and I think I want to continue this dark oak forest just a little bit further and just get a bit more of the podzol in, and that should sort of help close this top section off. And then we need to figure out what we want to do with this sort of plateau that we're going to have. I don't really want to put any major builds or anything there. I don't think. I think I want to keep it more natural, seeing as that's kind of the theme of this side of the island anyway. And as I say, we're going to have loads and loads of builds on this little island over there, just because that's going to be our main city build. So we'll get to there eventually, but at the moment I'm just really excited at working towards doing the zoo. I've got quite a bit of work to do for that though. And I also need to make a guardian farm because I've got an idea for some walls that I want to build up for the zoo, and it requires prismarine. And I think prismarine lends itself pretty well to the style that we're building in. So yeah, that's on the to-do list. So I'm not gonna make this really thick. It's not gonna be as thick as it is down here, at least anyway. It's probably gonna be a little bit more grassy. We're gonna have some more actual grass in as well, rather than just grass blocks and just a few more trees. But yeah, I am gonna grab up. Wait, have I ever checked this boat before? Huh. Joe, I didn't realise this was here. It doesn't look like there's anything here, to be fair. Oh, I must have. There's a pathway coming through here. Interesting. Oh, wait, no, this wasn't a boat. This was, yeah, this was where I was funneling my villagers through to get to the iron farm. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I'm going to tear this down then. And we're going to get a load of stone and I'm going to do a load of work just building all of this up. So, oh, I've actually got quite a long way to go. I thought I was a bit further along it than that, but there we go. I don't think these cliffs are ever going to come to an end, but yeah, let's get on with it. Right, we've got the cliffs all built up. I actually went a lot further than I thought. This is 2 complete shulker boxes worth. But I've actually brought the cliff facing all of the way round now, over to this side. Ah, random bed. Must have made another one, but yeah. So it comes all the way round, and I've also built up this little ledge here as well. I've come through, disconnected this island. I've got an idea for something that I want to build on there, which I think could wind up looking pretty cool. So I am going to have another bridge. There's going to be a lot of bridges on this island. I'm just saying that now. Yeah, I'm going to have another bridge connecting up from here over to that side. It's not going to be anything too drastic. And there's going to be a bridge as well that I think is going to run from up here onto that island. And then that island's going to have a bridge then that connects onto that island as well. if I do that, then I might not need the other bridge over there, but we'll see about that. So, yeah, onto the section that we was going to work on. So, as you can see, this comes all of the way round, and it just really makes the island look a lot better. I kind of hate that sort of grass effect. There's a few bits that I need to tidy up, and a few spots that I've clearly missed. But I'm going to get all of that when I eventually come around to do all the texture variation. So, yeah, a lot of work to do there. So going forward here, we now need to start adding some of the podzol in around the bottom of the trees just to keep the sort of theme going that we've got. I've got some coarse dirt to chuck in there as well. Gonna need the bone meal. The mossy cobblestone's just there to make the rocks, and the mossy cobblestone walls are for the lighting situation that we've got going on, and of course it's turning to night. So I don't want to go completely overboard with the podzol, so you can see like I've only really done it a little bit here and there. It's kind of just to give the effect of fallen leaves. And I do quite like the way that it comes out looking, so all I'm really doing is coming around the trees and just randomly digging sections out until I think it's a decent size for it, and then just chucking the podzol in its place just to give it that sort of completed look. And I've got to stop breaking podzol with my fist because I forget that it turns back into dirt. But I mean, I've got quite a lot of it now anyway from digging that section out earlier. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and get all the podzol in, and I'll probably do the coarse dirt as well. And then we can jump back in and start adding all the rocks and all of the grass into the area. I realised I haven't actually checked this iron farm for quite a while, which is potentially the reason why I've been experiencing a little bit of lag. I was moaning about the 1.14 optimization, but then, yeah, I see this. Like, I just have iron coming through in the load. Yeah, it's completely full. So this could explain why I was experiencing some lag. So I'm going to get all of this cleared out and sorted out, but yeah, I've got all the sort of variation in on this now. Got some lights going along the edges because I thought that would be quite a nice effect at night. And yeah, it's just all looking pretty good, nice and overgrown, exactly how I wanted it to be. So yeah, if we just walk through, you know, as we get further into the clearer spaces, it feels a lot less dark, a lot more open, which is exactly the effect I wanted when you start coming up here. So following the path along, we get to our nether portal and we can head into our little garden area. But what we need to be working on is coming over to here, and I've been thinking about this quite a bit actually. So as I said, I wanted to put a bridge here over to that island, which is great. But I'm not 100% certain on exactly what to do with the rest of all of this space. Now, I kind of defaulted to, oh, I can grab some flowers and put them in. And I think that could wind up looking really good, but I also feel like I've done that quite a bit. The thing is, I really do think it'll look quite good, so I'm actually going to go off. I'm going to grab up as many pink hibiscus as I can, and they're the only ones I'm going to be using here. I might do some sort of thin custom trees along here as well, just like thin custom oak trees, because I think that might help make it look a little bit better. And I've got some grass patches that I need to fill in as well. And yeah, we'll have like a nice seating area just up here, so let's continue this path over this way. Just kind of randomly chucking it down. And yeah, we're going to have like a little bit of a seating area here, and then it's basically going to be a sea of flowers, but not going all the way round. So we've got this pathway comes around here. I don't really need to lead it off this way, but I'm going to take it from here and follow it along the ridge of this wall, or cliff is probably a better way to describe this. So we're going to have a path that comes all the way along here, and eventually it's going to wind up at the bridge section that I'm going to build up over there. So yeah, let's just get this done, and I'll get the flowers in. I'm probably going to have to go back to the flower farm for quite a while, but I'm going to get the flowers in. They're probably going to range all the way along here, because I think the sort of height variation we're going to get on it's going to wind up looking pretty cool as well. And this is just going to be a massive sea of flowers. We'll see how it looks. If we don't like it, it's not the end of the world. I just need a bucket of water and I can get rid of them pretty quickly. But yeah, let me sort my iron farm out. I'll get that bit built up and we can jump on back. that took quite a while to do, and the best part of an entire inventory of flowers. So these are all pink hibiscus, and let's just fly out and have a look. I've not actually done this yet, so I have no idea how I feel about this. Hang on, let's go up a little bit. We'll get a proper overview. Yeah, I like it. I think it was a good idea. Like, I know I've done it quite a bit over on this side of the island, but I just think it works. And we got a nice little seating arrangement going on here. So you could just sit out and look at the flowers or whatever. Sit out, look at the ocean, or, sit out and look at the ocean. So, yeah, I think that works really well. And there's not really much more I want to do to this. I'm not going to put any trees inside it because I think that will sort of ruin the look a little bit. But coming down here a little bit, leading towards where the bridge I was talking about is going to be, we could get some custom trees in here, just really thin oak trees. And then we need to figure something out to do with this little area here. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section. But knowing the way things are going, it might literally just wind up being more of these guys. And that might actually finish this area off pretty nicely. And then this will probably just become a bit of grass, to be totally honest. So this entire section's starting to come together again now and look a little bit more completed. So I'm going to leave these other sections for maybe the next episode or at least sometime soon. I want to just do a little bit of work here because I really want to start working towards this zoo project. I'm really, really excited to get that one started. Just before we do go off and do that though, I was toying around with the idea of building a scene inside the end. But before I do that, I want to get as many dragon fights in as I possibly can. So I've been doing a little bit of work, just killing ghosts, basically. They're the hardest thing to get a hold of for this, just because there's no real way to farm them easily. But yeah, I've got 10 end crystals now, which means at the moment I can do 2 more dragon fights and get 2 more of the portals open. But yeah, essentially what I want to do, because it's such a dark space, I think we could create quite a nice scene. So consider it kind of like a still image. It's not something where anything's going to be active. If I do it though, I'm going to have to try and make it Enderman proof, which means working on everything being a half step up, so it's all on slabs. So that's something that's going to come quite a bit further down the line, just so I've got plenty of time to think about it. And to be totally honest, I will probably go into a creative world and pretty much draft the whole thing up first. Obviously, it's going to be sticking in theme with the Japanese style that we're going with here. Yeah, so for now, I want to start heading back over this way, back towards the island we've been tearing apart. And I want to get one of those bridges built up. Come up with a design for that, so let's jump into time-lapse mode. there we have it, one complete bridge. I really love this design. I think there's some stuff we could do on the inside. We've got like a little seating area here, just to have a look at our lighthouse and have a look at what's going on out at sea. I really think I want to try and build a boat up over here as well. I think that would really just add so much to this island, just so when you're looking out, there's stuff to look at. Maybe I'll pop a few boats out and about the place, but boats aren't my strongest point. I kind of got the hang of building medieval boats, but I don't even know what a traditional Japanese boat would look like, so that's something to definitely do a load of research into. But yeah, I really love this design. It's really simple, but I think it just really works. And sometimes it is simple designs that work best. I like this little design here I had, just for that little front face, and we've got arches going all the way along just for structural support. I think I might need to add some stuff to the dark oak along the edges, just to add a little bit of texture variation, maybe some buttons and stuff like that. And I like the height. It's got plenty of jump room, which is important, and we can get a horse in and out of here easily enough. Might just hit our heads on these lanterns, but that's fine. And of course we're using pretty much all trapdoor variants again. I mean, they're the only real textures I've come up with that I'm constantly using. Other than this glass pane, actually, I really like that glass pane. It's so simple, but it just works. So obviously it's not completely connected there. There's some work still to be done. But as I say, I'm doing this island in pieces. So in the next episode, we're going to tear down... Well, we're probably going to get the island up to the sort of main level that it's going to be. So we'll call it the working level. So it's where everything's going to be based from. And all of these guys are ghost blocks from where I've been digging everything out. I'm hoping now that I've cleared out the iron farm, it might make things run a bit smoother. I might need to just switch the iron farm off. I wonder if there's a way that I can do that just to stop the golems from spawning. If not, then I might need to move the spawn chunks. But when I started this world up, I didn't allow myself access to cheats, so I don't know if there's a way that I can do it. We'll see. But yeah, we need to get this island leveled down. So just jumping back in with the reminder that when we hit 100 subs, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Check it out on YouTube, see what you think, and if you're interested, when we get closer to that 100 sub goal, I'll let you guys know what we're going to be doing for the competition for me to give the game away. I've only got one copy, so it's only going to be going to one person. But yeah, it's just a way that I can sort of give back a little bit for all the support I've been receiving, which, again, I'm so grateful for. Love the bridge. I think in the next episode we might wind up working on this one over here as well. But unfortunately, this is pretty much all I've got time for. Gathering up the flowers took a long time. There was a lot that we put down there, but I'm glad we did it. I actually really like it. I wasn't sure about putting flowers there to begin with, as we have done it quite a bit, so I want to start stepping away from doing that now, because it kind of just seems like an easy space filler. And I don't want to just sort of keep repeating that. I mean, little areas like this, our little Metal Gear Solid scene here, I think this works really well, and it looks really good. And, it's just a tiny bit more effort than just spamming flowers everywhere, but it has such a good effect. But I think for the purposes of that area, it does work. And yeah, again, just absolutely love this build. So I really hope you've enjoyed the episode today, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one, where we're going to work on this bridge, we're going to tear this island down a bit more, and we're going to do a little bit more work over here on this island. So I'll catch you in the next one.